Let's see. Oh, 9. I like it how they show you. I believe it's the most profitable or the best loot at the top.
I find this kind of random.
Oh, yeah. This is second down for this. Do I want to give away my health regeneration? Probably not.
And then when you're done, go up to the to this guy and donate everything.
Sure. Okay, and what was it again? How do I choose the all? X? Trade all?
Yep. You keep getting all the reputation rewards. I think it's actually shared.
Thank you for your good work.
I could be wrong. Let's see. Do we have any other skills? No, it doesn't look like it. There we go. A what? Skill points. How do I see how many skill points I have? Oh, I see. So if
Can I upgrade a skill?
Yeah. So if you notice, some of them might have a second one right next to it.
Call of the Spirits.
Yeah. So see how your spread fire has that one?
Oh yeah,
the
so
5 and the 10.
I should upgrade it.
But you only have 6 skill points. So yeah, I think you can do that actually.
Unless I saved it. Oh, requires level 11.
Yeah,
17.
so don't worry. Skill points is a liquid pool. It's just what you have equipped. So yeah, you can do Elven Shot Superior.
Okay, nice. Wait, did it switch its position?
No, it's fine. Oh, well, yeah, you switched it to right trigger.
I don't like that.
So go back to B.
Okay. B. And I'll make it this...
No. Down. That one.
This one.
Yeah. Okay,
and
now
then
go
that
back.
means I need to make my right trigger the Call the Spirits.
Yes.
This one.
Yep, Call of the Spirits. And then you're good. And you have no more skill points that you can spend.
Yep.
So how's Chaosbane so far? It's okay. I mean, it doesn't bring anything new to the table, but it's a competent action RPG. A little repetitive, but most are.
I brought you a prisoner, but good luck getting any sense out of him. He's more beast than man.
Leave him here. I'll have the answers I seek, one way or another. Return to me when you are ready. All will be made clear then.
Oh yeah, we have a personal stash now.
Oh, nice.
Not that we're going to be using it,
No.
but we have to go look at it. Alright. Cool. Bye.
Oh, he's out in the
Fortune
main...
is with us. The Ungor required very little persuasion to turn on his human allies. The creature says the leader of the cult is a man named Friedrich Kessler, and has offered to lead us directly to the cult's shrine, located deep within the sewers.
You expect me to trust this goat man?
This has nothing to do with trust. If there is one thing that all followers of Chaos have in common, it's supreme self-interest. They will betray anyone and anything in order to protect themselves. Faced with certain death, the monster will not hesitate to turn on his former friends.
Yeah? And what's to stop him from doing the same to me?
The prospect of a beheading can be very persuasive, or so I'm told.
Well then.
Yep.
Also, why are you cracking your neck all over the place?
I am stiff.
What's all this?
Rise! Spawn of Nurgle! Slay the unbeliever for the glory of the Plague God!
I'm not sure if I like his voice, but he's got gusto.
Of course. So, of course, it was a trap.
It was a trap. Who is surprised? You shouldn't be surprised. I'm certainly not.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah, I got knocked around a little bit.
Your character's full health.
Well, I just healed myself after she said that. So yes, I was injured.
Okay.
To an extent.
I was gonna be surprised. It's like, you don't seem hurt to me at all.
I must return to the fight.
Is that Uncle right there? Spew.
Man, this guy's a lot of HP. The plus side is dead. Oh, if you pull left trigger, you have a special move.
Oh.
But I think that orb at the top has to be filled out.
Oh, I've only ever seen you have the flame.
Yeah, I had it filled out, but I didn't realize it was a move. I just figured it was like a frenzy meter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I always
Oh, that was fast.
enjoyed seeing the Trian figurines for Warhammer.
Oh, yeah.
And they looked so awesome and so detailed. I'm like, I want to buy one of those one day, but they're, $50 to $100. They must be 12 inches tall, right? I go to a store and I find out they're only
Some of them are big.
little 6-inchers. No, these were the things I thought were hyper detailed and massive, but no.
Well, they do have to fit on the board.
I know they do have to fit on the board, but still, I expected them to be Trians.
I want to get
expected
into
them to be at
3D
least 10
modeling
inches tall.
at some point as like a
Well, now we found out we have
summer
access
hobby.
to a
Yeah,
machine,
our freaking public library has a 3D printer.
and they allow the public to use it.
Yeah.
If they have a library card.
Well, I guess we'll have to go get library cards and stuff.
And they also have a sticker cutter machine.
Yeah.
Not that we'd want to do our stickers on that. That would be a bit much, but I'd like to attempt making die cut stuff.
Yeah.
Or at least trying out the machine to know if that's something I'd want to invest in the future.
But like, it would be kind of cool to get like 3D models for like, I don't know, Warhammer characters or something, because a lot of them are probably higher res than the printing. Actually makes them out to me.
Whoa, what happened there? That's because I increased the ability for that
Yeah, you're a
arrow
fan of arrows.
spray.
Is
It
more
has a
powerful
green
now.
hue. That's interesting.
But I bet we could get some higher res 3D models of like treants and stuff, and actually print them at 12 inches tall. Though it might cost us a pretty penny, because I'm not sure what the library would charge.
I remember my first
Would it be
D&D
worth it?
character was a wood elf archer. Well, ranger, I should say.
Yeah, but she always rolled garbage compared to her badger companion,
I know.
which made you feel really inadequate for a while.
My badger
But then
was
again,
the
that
star of the
campaign was
show.
kind of borked to begin with, so
Oh, I know. It was just the first foray.
true. I was thinking about this actually the other day in the shower, and how much of a bonehead I was for not DMing D&D campaigns the entire time we were in college.
Well, we were busy
Yeah.
with work and
I guess
school
D&D
and-
didn't get awesome for me. I mean, it was always cool, but it was one of those where it's like I never really thought too hard about it up until like post-college, at which point I'm like, wait a second, D&D is like the best game ever.
Well, I
What
think
am I doing?
part of it was we were actually starting to play with Roll20 and boards and creating our own artwork and stuff for it. Before, did you ever play with minifigurines?
A little, but not really.
Because I really think that a visual aid really does help with some people.
So we had minifigs that we would use, but they weren't nearly to the level of quality that it wasn't nearly to the level of quality that I would say my campaigns have been. Mm-hmm. The assets that I make, I
yeah,
am
because
pretty
now I
proud
can make
of.
character portraits, and then we have little icons and other things. Yeah. Creating maps.
And like, not just that though, like a lot of it also has to do with like role playing and world building and stuff. I think when we were younger, my brother definitely did like role play and world building.
Oh, my friends and I, make believe, as we refer to it, was the thing to play. Usually we'd be, you know, mages trapped on an island and forced to fight eldritch monsters in the forest, which was, I mean, just our backyards. But,
Yeah.
you know.
But like usually when we play
And
D&D,
occasionally we'd force our little brothers to be the monsters.
I guess there was some amount of roleplay. I don't know. I guess I just hadn't DM'd anything for quite some time. I was content to just be a player. And oftentimes would just kind of snooze. And now that I'm DMing, I'm like, oh wait, there's some things that I could have and should have been doing this entire time. I'll probably bring my sketchbook to work on D&D art tonight. And then this week, because we're not getting to D&D tonight because social events and other things.
Also, you need more time.
Yeah,
to
I need more
prepare.
time, but I'm probably going to stream more of the D&D art.
Unfortunately, my parents arriving meant
All of my like bonus free time got taken up by.
just getting ready for bed, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I go to bed and I
Brief
hang
bits
out.
of talking. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that would be about it because mainly her parents would wake us up at 6 in the morning, and so it's like usually I go to bed around 2, which.
They had us eat breakfast, which is something we never have.
Yeah, what's breakfast? Who eats breakfast?
We only-
Oh, by the way, use your left trigger.
Okay. Whoa. What is this?
That's your apparently I hate everything mode.
blood
Gets us a whole bunch of fragments though,
rage.
so it's worth it. Oh wow.
Wah!
You have that for some time too.
Okay, there it goes.
So next time we're in a large group of enemies, I will
Well,
make
now
sure
you
I
have
pop
your
mine.
blood rage.
Yeah, let's
Save it.
maybe? There's only so many enemies left. Eh.
So do you have axes flinging out from your body? Is that what was
Yeah,
happening?
possibly.
Oh, I see. Your axe strikes actually leave
on.
waves on the ground.
We can come back for the loot quick. Oh, nope, it's all
It's
gone. I was hoping I'd have more time. I felt like you had a lot more time than I did, but hell,
I can also
Loot.
strike from a further distance than you could probably.
very true. Well, I had a decent range.
You had
on
decent
that
range with that.
one. Let's see. Let's see. Have I ever considered making a tabletop token set and selling it? Yes. So honestly, what I'm gonna do probably in the next like week or two is restructure my Patreon.
Yeah, that would be good because I know that there actually I when I was looking at Patreon accounts to see what kind of rewards people give because everyone was doing the whole make your Patreon account now or else you'll have the higher rates later on. So
Yep.
it's like, okay, yeah, I'll just make a rudimentary one and no one
So
will know about it or subscribe to it, but might as well just leave it out there
What
so
I'm
that
probably
I have it.
what
But
I'm probably gonna do
there
is
was
just-
actually a person that was doing that they would just make maps, I think.
we don't need to go. Oh wait, no, yes we do. There's a treasure chest.
Okay. So they were a map maker, and I think it was
Yeah, there's actually quite a number of people.
patrons were charged per map that he made, and he could make several of these maps, and it was astronomical.
I think what I'd probably do, because I'm not that interested in nickel and diming people, like truly
Oh,
my
no,
income
I
is
know,
from
I know.
YouTube.
I'm just
Everything
saying
else
that
is just
he
bonus.
he's gonna have a career making maps now.
Yeah, there's actually quite a number of people. When we started our previous
Whoa!
campaign,
Look at
yeah,
that thing. It's like a Medusa slug.
It is a weird, gross thing, and I want nothing to do with it apart from murdering it. Oh, it's got a. It's
oh, it
got
has a mouth belly.
It's got a mouth belly, a
Mouth
belly
belly.
mouth. It hurts pretty bad.
I suppose I don't have no reason to put that there.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, what I'd probably do is just something to the extent of like, hey,
Never take me like that.
you know, here's this month's assets. You know, all yours. And then like routinely switch the link around so only like current Patreons can get access to it. And that'd be about it.
Yeah, my one concern with digital things is you never know when someone's just going to upload it to a random site.
Very true, but I mean, can DMCA it. And I don't think the aftermarket for D&D assets is nearly as big as it is for, like, t-shirts. Mm-hmm. Jabadusa. Oh, that's a name.
Well, I mean, I already know that people pretty much steal artwork from the internet to make their tokens and everything else.
Yeah, like,
and character
to some degree,
portraits.
there's no stopping the internet from, like, wholesale looting you if they want to.
But the people who want to support you and your work
Yeah, so, like...
would be more mindful of that.
Yeah. My main thing is just, like, I will never want other YouTubers to use my stuff.
Or people to
Without,
live
like-
stream with your stuff, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
without
what
heavy
sets
attribution.
your campaign apart, or campaigns.
Yep. And, like, if somebody... Okay, maybe my mapping assets and some of, like, my basic goblins, but...
It might be one of those things where you decide what things people can use so long as you're giving credit in descriptions and other things. Because
Yeah.
people do that with music.
Yeah, I could maybe work with that. I'll have to think about it.
Main
I'll never-
characters obviously
Yeah,
would
well,
never be given
I'd never put
away.
any of the main characters on any of the asset packs. Because that's a private thing. And...
It's also one of those things where they tend to be unique characters. You're probably doing generic enemies.
Yeah. Like, it felt weird to have somebody make a Tumblr based on Skitter.
I know. They were wanting to RP as them.
Let's see. We want to go the other way. There's a treasure chest on one of these routes. But yeah, so I might do just, like, really basic assets sets. With kind of whatever I feel like, and just kind of expand it as a Patreon thing. I don't know if I'd ever, like, directly sell it, because I feel like I'd have to, you know, make sure I have all my bases covered. And I think I'd rather do it as a hobby product to go on Patreon. I don't know.
You could offer them as Patreon exclusives.
More or less, yeah. It's like,
Is there
hey,
a
you want my
best?
goblins? It's like $10. Get the whole everything on Patreon. So you find the whole text RP real uncomfortable. In D&D or?
Oh,
text
probably for forums and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of text RP. I think this was a weird, like, Tumblr RP where they wanted people to send asks and they would respond as Skitter. No one obviously did it, but I definitely had when they used the images taken down, I DMCA'd them off of Tumblr because it's like, you just reposted my work and tried claiming this character, and yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it's like, I would be fine with it if it wasn't a character that, like, I was really, really involved in. Like, if somebody wanted to write a fanfic about...
Oh, ew. No. No,
Well,
don't
no,
mention
like,
fanfictions.
remember that ogre character that you guys, like, sent through a dimensional journey?
And if someone tried to envision what the dimensional
Yeah,
journey
like, if
is
somebody
for that
wanted to
ogre
write
character,
that, I'd probably be okay with it, as long as it wasn't, like, salacious or creepy or, like, involved anybody else. But it's like, yeah, if you want to just write about this character on what he did, okay, I could work with that. But any of the more main characters, maybe not so much so.
That beast man played you for a fool, elf. Led me right into a den of monsters, he did. By Grimnir, what a fight!
I had not expected this. No mere human cult could command such loyalty from an Ungor.
You're not making sense. If not the cult, then who?
I do not know. And that troubles me. If the servants of chaos would sooner die than give up their secrets, then we must find another way to reach their hidden shrine.
And I suppose you've got some clever new plan all worked out. Go on then, let's have it.
Heinrich Voss has more experience with these chaos cults than anyone else in Nuln. Speak with him. Perhaps he knows a way to obtain the information we seek.
Maybe if I chop his head and shake it, something useful will fall out.
What was that?
Ugh.
I said I was looking forward to pecking the witch hunter's brain about our little problem, that's all. Why? What did you think I said?
The whole,
Childish little dwarf.
I mean, maybe that's their manner of describing an interrogation. Not quite the whole chopping his head off and shaking it to see what falls out, but that isn't in line with questioning.
You can get a higher level of these. That would be nice.
Oh, let's see what new goodies we have. Wait, so this gold item is already inferior to some of these?
Yeah. Yeah, loot treadmill is a very literal term.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather, as I've said before, I'd rather upgrade gear than constantly replace them with something else.
Yeah, I actually really like games where you level up and your gear levels with you.
Well, and you can add special effects to them and things of that nature.
Yeah. What have I been playing recently? Well, Void Bastards does it particularly well. Where like your gear straight up like levels with you. You're upgrading it kind of in a linear fashion, and it feels decent. Other easy example I can think of very specifically is what is it? Well, actually, Dauntless. Dauntless is an easy example, because all of the equipment you get in the game, you just scale up. You know, you're upgrading it constantly. I have no idea what gold is useful for. Yeah, Torchlight does that sort of thing to a degree. You can also add Ember to sockets and apply enchantments to items. Yeah, though, yeah. It might be more prevalent in Torchlight too. I remember cycling my loot out pretty consistently. Don't forget to give your items to the dude.
Alright, I can do that. Wait, how do I do it? Is it B? Was it? Or no?
X.
X.
And then just confirm. And we're good.
Okay, so we're back inside. Are we having to find... Oh, speak with Voss in the tower.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to this guy.
Braggy Axebiter. I hear you walked right into that Ungor's trap. Only a fool trusts the word of a servant of chaos.
Of course I did. Best fight I've had since I got here. Hang on. How did you hear about that? Have you been spying on me?
Uncovering secrets is part of my trade. I have eyes and ears in every corner of the Empire.
Ha! That would sound a lot more impressive if it weren't for the huge chaos cult you had no idea was operating in Nuln.
I haven't time to waste on idle chatter, Dwarf. What do you want?
What an asshole.
I really do enjoy the dwarf dialogue.
The dwarf dialogue is great. Like,
And
the
the voice
voice
actor
actor is
is
pretty good. And, like, he's so sassy.
There
It'd be
is a
interest-
shrine to Nurgle hidden in the sewers. For some damn reason, Teclis thinks you might be able to help us find it.
What was that, Michelle?
It'd be interesting to see what other characters sound like in these.
The
like,
elf was lame. Like, the high elf was lame. He's just bored and snooty.
Really?
Yeah. And I
Okay,
don't know
that's
about
what-
the Inquisitor or whatever the
She'd
human
probably
was.
be. I don't know if the female elf would be intrigued because these are things that she's never seen before, kind of thing.
Yeah, but her
But I
delivery
like it
was
just-
so, like, weird and lilty, sort of.
Right. I really am enjoying Bragi
Okay.
just because of the sarcasm. I like the whole thing about you've got eyes everywhere, but that's not impressive to me since, like there was a cult in the sewers. You couldn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Cultists often hide their secrets in symbols etched onto their flesh. Look for elaborate tattoos on any cultists you find. Concealed in the lines may be the location of the shrine.
Grimnir's teeth. You want me to catch another cultist?
I only need the tattoo. The cultist is of no use to me.
Ew. So he wants to skin people,
Yup.
essentially. Tear the tattoos off their bodies. Ooh, gross.
Hey, thank you, Jumbiz, for the 200 bits. Hello, Wandering Shell. Hello, Jumbiz. Thank you for the bits. And welcome to Warhammer Chaosbane. I'm hitting things with the door.
Oh, that'd be gross.
What? Just taking the skin? Yeah.
Well, 'cause
oh,
you-
by the way, Look at all these unnecessary candles.
Ah! Yep.
Like, if I remember right, it actually gets worse as we go down this section.
Oh, I do have a tree ant out already. Okay, that's good.
Lap of the wrong gods. Yeah, look at all these candles. Half of them aren't even lit.
Too many candles.
Oh man, that would be such a beautiful like side quest. Like, hey, you're going into this dungeon. Also, you have a quest from the opposite side, which is to, you know, feel free to kill and loot whatever you want, but don't break any candles, and also replace all of the candles, because the last people put a lot of them out while trying to be sneaky.
I need to get out of here. There we go.
My link with Nuln is too weak.
I can replenish it with some arrows. This is a mighty chamber. I like the stained glass, especially.
Let's see. Got a whirlwind attack. I want to try it. Well, I cannot. What's that? Oh, the war cry is not nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's nice. It's not amazing.
I must return to the fight.
Whoops. Alright, downwards. I love the stained glass, though. Like, I gotta give this game credit. It's a little generic, but the set pieces are nice. Oh, yeah.
Lost the blood rush. I need to fight.
Well, I got my skill.
What skill is this? Is this
Spin.
You're doing a blade whirl.
Yeah, I can spin now. All is right in the world. Okay, so I'm going to switch that around real quick.
Oh, I see. So those flaming orbs, they're the ones that increase our rage
Yeah, give
ability
us
or the chaos ability. You only acquire those from, I think, the end of a mob or a high-end enemy. Skulls. Skulls and candles. Now, if I recall, the only creature that I remember being affiliated with candles, at least in games and such, were kobolds in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, in World of Warcraft.
They really like their candles.
You no touch candle!
Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of fun oddballs. D&D kobolds are just kind of weird reptile goblins.
Yeah.
Which is a little disappointing because
And they have a little bit more of a reverence towards other dragons.
Yeah.
And draconid creatures. Or draconic.
Ah. That was a miss. I wish there was some, like, more, like... I'm not gonna say story-based dungeons in World of Warcraft, but, like, maybe more humorous ones. Like, just like a full raid where you're just fighting, like, a legion of ridiculous kobolds for a while. I would enjoy that greatly.
That guy seems like a plague gnasher.
Yep. I like the whirlwind attack especially because the dwarf just starts laughing the moment he starts spinning.
Mm-hmm.
He is enjoying himself. I wish he would start, like, hurling after a certain point. He's like, alright, this is too much spinning.
Are these traps, or are they just... No, they're tiles on the ground.
You're filled with skulls.
Mm-hmm. This just seems to be spiraling downwards.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they had no idea this Nurgle cult was down here, considering we only went down one staircase and immediately were ambushed. Like, how do you not notice this stuff?
No one checks.
Also, unrelated, like...
Skulls.
The decor here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, it's just a little heavy-handed.
It could be heavily inspired by, say, the French catacombs. How they just placed so many people underground after the plague.
No, I need more time. Lost the blood.
Don't have the energy.
I wish you could pick me as the target of your, like, spinning blade thing, so I'd be spinning in the middle of your spinning blades.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I just wish it traveled. That'd be great. That is not the case.
So you want a story of a dungeon janitor and the stuff he goes through on a daily basis. Dude, I would play that. Like, I know that's kind of what, oh shoot, what's the, there's a space janitor
Oh yeah,
game.
you've played a janitor game, definitely.
But it's like...
Sweep something?
Oh, I forget the name. I don't know how I've forgotten the name, because, like, I've played it recently. But I have. Viscera Cleanup. Yeah, there we go.
No. Remember? You were a guy... It was a pixel 2D platformer. And you were a guy with a broom.
Oh, Dust Force?
Dust Force!
No.
Oh.
That's just a platformer. Like a speedrunning platformer game with a wonderful soundtrack.
I have my special ability, so whenever we reach a room full of creatures, I'll be able to use that.
Okay. We should be hitting one of those fairly soon. Here, follow me. Stop.
Okay.
Stop killing things.
Oh,
Here.
there we go.
Yeah, go nuts.
Oh, we need more time.
It doesn't do as much damage as I was expecting it would.
Yeah.
I'll crush them all.
I actually rather like seeing
return to
the
the
whirling
fight.
blades more.
What was that?
I like seeing the whirling blades more.
Oh, you mean my move?
No. Well, okay. We both have a whirling blades move in a way. But when I have the spinning knife
Oh, yeah.
around my body. Are those Nurgle egg sacs or?
You know, that actually would be a fun bonus D&D campaign.
What?
Like, I'm really tempted to just, like, literally have you guys be temp workers or something as, like, a lore thing. So it's just, like, every micro campaign starts with a different premise. So, like, this one is, the first one's going to be Innkeeper can't sleep, something's bothering him, go figure it out. Second one's going to be, you guys have been picked up by, like, a dungeon cleaning service. To prep for the next Dark Lord, and you have to go, like, place all the candles and, like, clear out all the goop. And there's just, like, a bunch of, like, gelatinous cubes that have moved in.
There are insufficient number of skeletons in here.
Yes. Go kill some orcs, and then throw them in the vat, and then tactfully place their skeletons as you go through. Like, just, like, play it up that you guys are literally just, like... Not handymen, but in this, like, kind of weird...
But I thought that would be the evil campaign.
No, you guys are just poor and trying to, like... trying to just make some money. Rent's expensive in Faerun or whatever the fantasy world is. Yeah, you have to place the treasure chest, and then he stiffs you, and you have to, like, conquer the dungeon afterwards.
One of the treasure chests is a mimic.
Yeah. So you have to, like, wrangle the mimic and, like, beat it into submission so it doesn't go after you. Woo! I love it when they get all stacked up like this.
It's good to funnel your opponents.
And then if everybody does a good job, you start getting more quests to like artfully place dungeon traps and stuff. And then, yeah, eventually it becomes the evil campaign because other adventurers are, like, trying to clear the dungeon before you're done setting it, so you have to go drive them off. Because things aren't in the right place,
Well,
so you have to...
At some point you would have acquired a reputation.
Yeah, exactly, but it's the wrong reputation. You're not evil, you're just, like, in charge of putting together dungeons for evil people.
Kill the unbeliever! Tear him apart!
I would enjoy, like, a weird alt campaign like that. It would be hard to make, though, so it's something I'll do at a later date. Oh, blood orb. Okay.
Well, there you go, hammering away.
Okay, grab the fragments. Grab the fragments behind me. Come on.
Okay, sure. I thought that was what those were.
Yep. But come back down so I can fight more things. Oh, no, it's over. Because, yeah, what you should do is, like, very quickly grab fragments and then follow me as I kill things.
Okay. There
and
seems to
then
be a
vice
number
versa.
here.
Yep. Well, yeah, because every time you kill something while in that empowered state, it'll drop fragments.
Why are we going up the stairs again?
Because we didn't pick it all up.
Ah, there's one.
Yeah. So, instead
Now,
of fighting
what
stuff...
are the fragments?
We use them for the talent tree later.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we have not unlocked it, so we'll go this way.
Ew. I like how they made the water a tad brown
Yep.
on the way down.
You found the poop wheel! It gets the poop up for some reason, and then it gets the poop down. But yeah, I love the idea of, like, alternate, like, campaign plots that kind of, like, flip things.
Rather than just be the epic quest.
Yeah. But it's also one of those where, like, very much you would need an experienced group of players and some other things.
Yeah, so it'd be better just to have basic quest initially
Yeah.
for beginners.
For a couple years. Couple months. Really depends. And maybe I'll convince more people to join us. We should probably go kill this guy. Because I think he's our quest objective.
He is the one that was going, kill the unbeliever.
Don't toy with me. Just strike the fatal blow.
Oh. That was weird. Press an odd button.
I reckon this is the tattoo Voss was telling me about.
So what the?
What is this?
That's the map that I pulled up? Oh! All of those doors are the floors that we went through. Remember how we went through like a billion of those? That shows me the area map for every map that we've been through. So we can somehow check our progress or something. But instead it just shows like a bunch of just linear rooms going down because that's how it works.
More Nurgles. I think this also... Remember how we've had discussions about why are dark cults appealing when they tend to be these, you know, clad in torn raiments, covered in blood and gore.
I think somebody
and
described it to me
slime
that the way it works in this universe is like
living in sewers and caverns and ancient ruins that are not at all hospitable. Like, why would someone be inclined to join a cult unless they already had nothing to lose?
Yeah, I think the way somebody described it to me for the Warhammer universe, or at least Nurgle, is that you want to join Nurgle because he actually kind of protects you and like keeps you hale and hearty despite the diseases. So like you end up, you know, sure you don't die of the bubonic, you are empowered by the bubonic, but you still also just have the bubonic.
I don't know. I would just think it'd be a tad unappealing if this
Yeah,
is what you
no,
had
I
to
wouldn't be
surround
down for it,
yourself with.
personally.
And it would also continue to warp your perspective on things until you really did embrace it.
Well, I think that's kind of the point. Like, you probably wouldn't get the good stuff until you actually went all in, but...
But usually the good stuff, quote unquote, is not desirable in the end. That's when you get turned into a horrible monster.
Oh, right, we're going down. I mean, that would be
flesh beast.
an interesting alternate story where, yeah, all of the evil gods have realized that, yeah, they're just getting kind of repeatedly beaten back, so they're trying to outgood the good gods. And like,
but it would have to be via selfish intentions, so then it wouldn't really be
They're outdoing
good.
the good gods and doing a damn good job of it, so the good gods are like, shit, we gotta stop them. And, like, it gets kind of confusing, because, like, the god of, like, violence and pestilence is, like, curing diseases left and right, and the god of healing is, like, killing his followers and shit. And, like, giving them super cancer. Who knows what? I don't know. Be fun.
See what you can do with this. The man had a lot of tattoos, so I just took the biggest and the most confusing one I could find.
The symbols should not be difficult to decipher. Return to High Lore Master Teclis when you're ready. I shall have the location for you then.